So this this is the spinach, which I just pour boiling water over. Actually, I've decided not to steam. Oh well, here we go. It truly is lovely to be back at work. It's weird because this is my timetable, basically. I'm used to doing this show. I'm used to being at a certain place every single day of the week. And when it's not there, when there's no routine, it's odd. Over Christmas, I didn't know what day it was. So now I'm back in my routine. And we're going to kick off with a new theme tune for the start of my radio show. So, new show, new year, new theme tune. And at the moment, I'm full of enthusiasm. That's at the moment. So, I am about to greet, I don't often do this because I don't usually have time, I'm about to greet my first guests. And they are, I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi. I'm Fiona, golfer. And you are?
I am Mariam Zamani.
And tell us why you're here.
We're here to talk about The Guinea Pig, which is our podcast where we talk about all things invasive and non-invasive beauty.
And we give expert opinions and clarifications so people know what they're getting themselves into.
Now, everybody who follows my YouTube channel will be up thinking, do they know anything about Profilo, which is what I've just had on my neck? I'm going to get out of it. They love Profilo.
It's the best thing. That's straight to the top of the class.
Really?
Yes.
Well, when they come on the show, we'll talk about it. If you want to find out more, go to my radio show. The links are below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Bye.
Morning. So I have had a request to show what I eat in a day. People ask how I stay the weight I am. I don't actually weigh myself anymore because I had real issues about eating when I was younger, so I don't weigh myself. But I know I know basically that if you burn as much as you eat, so if you burn up what you take in, you'll probably stay at the same weight. I eat basically the same things, the same sort of things every single day. But if I'm being sociable and I go out or people come here and I eat a bit more, then the following day I will eat a bit less. Literally, simple as that. I will show you what Matilda eats after this because it may put you off. Her breakfast involves raw tripe, but I'll show you that later. So every single morning I start off with porridge. I do it because genetically they discovered I had high cholesterol and I decided to lower it through diet. Now, I'm not a medic, so if you have high cholesterol and you're on statins, do not stop taking them. This is what I do. It works for me. That's all I'm saying. So I have porridge every single day. So I'm going to show you how I make it. Excuse my saucepans, they're all burnt, but I don't care. They're burnt. Doesn't matter. I'm not bothered. I will spend money on clothes rather than buy new saucepans. So, first up, I use porridge. I have porridge which is gluten-free, which I get from Waitrose, because Waitrose is the only supermarket in Marylebone. Cooking with Joe, this is absolutely ridiculous. So yes, gluten-free porridge. And I put that in the bowl. And I add some blueberries and some pomegranate and some inulin. This is inulin, which is chicory powder, which I sprinkle on top, and I'll explain why in a moment. And then stir all that up. Now, the reason I have inulin is because I watched a program with oh God, Angela Rippon. And she was doing a documentary about her heart and having a fit heart. And they discovered she'd got fat around her heart, which she knew nothing about. This inulin, actually, again, I'm not a medic, but this is what I've used it ever since I watched the documentary. It apparently breaks down the fat that could surround your heart, and it's chicory, it's all natural. So yeah, so that's what I start off with: porridge, blueberries and pomegranates. Now, Matilda's breakfast is a little bit more complicated. She has raw tripe, so this is minced raw tripe, raw beef mince, but not a great deal. I don't give her a lot of red meat. Blueberries, not many, but they're good for her, they're superfood. Then I put water on top of that. May I have a fresh mint tea? Thank you. This is, these are the little add-ons, and this is George. And George and I are eating croissant, but I don't do that every day. It's just, you know, I love Conran. Tilda's under the table waiting for crumbs. Anyway, now I'll show you what I have for lunch, and this will really shock you. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Preet's behind the camera. Now you need to vouch for this, and this is Kate, the podcast producer. You all know Kate. Look, show them how far gone you are now, Kate. Look, that's how much she loves her lunch. So, my lunch. This is what I have. These are Soffles, and I love them. You'll love these because these are baked pita. They're baked pita chips. So, they are rosemary and thyme, and this is what they look like. So that's my lunch. Would you like one? Would you like one?
No, thank you.
Kate, would you like one? But they are filling. Look how many you get.
Bit suspicious.
Mike from television, would you like one?
Oh, no, thank you, Jack.
Did you see yourself on the Christmas video? My mother, when she saw you, she went, "Oh, you're so good looking." He's good looking. Anyway, so this is my...
He's now hiding.
He's now hiding. This is my lunch. But dinner, I really go for it. All of you know I eat regularly, but the only thing I do cook is a fish cake. Everyone teases me about my fish cakes because if I entertain, that's all I ever serve. This is where I get them. It's Fishworks in Marylebone, and they are made here on the premises. They're delicious.
250 grams each fish. That's smoked made. Where shall we start with? We start with tuna, yeah? A kilo.
Those are the fish cakes.
What are the goodies for you?
One fish cake, please.
No problem.
So this is my addiction, this is my guilty pleasure. And I so often meet other people in here who just go and buy one fish cake because they're made here, aren't they?
Yes, homemade here, yes.
And they are absolutely, I'm not going to ask you how you make them because I can't.
Recipe. I can't tell you.
I can't cook anyway, but It is amazing. They are lovely. That's it. Thank you.
$3.95, please.
Thank you. I may as well just say George is behind the camera because when I did my what I wear in bed, everyone kept saying, who's filming this? Do you have a partner? No, I do not have a partner. I don't live with anyone. I don't date anyone. I live with Matilda. But George, I work with George, and George works with me from time to time. So he's very kindly filming my dinner. And it's daylight, as you can see. And Matilda's wondering, why are you here at this hour? This is Matilda, looking... Somebody wrote in the comments, she only has one expression. She does only have one expression, which is pretty miserable. So, I've done my breakfast, I've done my lunch. This is my typical dinner, and most of you know it's fish cakes. So, I took you to Fishworks for the fish cake. And this is it. I love them. I am addicted to them. They come in this, also because I don't have to pay. This means as much to me as the fish cake now, because you have to pay for these carrier bags. No, Matilda. The fish cake. Now, my oven. Oh, can I just show you this? Nicky Haslam's tea towel of what he finds common. And most of these things, I tick the box. I think he thinks I'm really common. Oh, what did you say, George? Just say it.
Read it out.
Read it out. This is going to take so much time. Breakfast meetings, initials on shirts, being on time, tours of house, duty free, rinsing fruit, I love that. Feedback, sorbets, farrow and ball, the things he finds common are hysterical. Anyway. That was a gift from Nicky Haslam, and I love it. So, Matilda, mind out the way. Obviously, this is not my kitchen. I rent this flat. I wouldn't have any of this, but never mind. The oven. Sorry. So I do keep my my skirt in the oven, but this is now this is burnt. It's not dirty. It's burnt. That was on there. Turn the oven on. Hate fan ovens, but there we go. That's it. I'll make a noise in a minute. And I line. I domesticated. I line that rotten old tray. It's not dirty, I promise you. My cleaner has scrubbed and scrubbed. It doesn't come off. That's on there. The fish cake on there. In there. Now I know what you say is don't put it in until the oven's warmed up, but let's just pretend that the oven is warm up, because I can't do this in real time. I'm busy, I've got things to do. So I'll turn that off actually. There we go. So that would be cooking at a temperature of whatever a fish cake cooks at. Now I have it with spinach from Sussex. So I was told never cut vegetables, because the moment the metal hits the veg you lose all the nutrients. So I just take the ends off, put it in the colander, wash it, then I get, Matilda's saying she hardly ever does this, but, oh, these are my Marnie shoes. Bit Marmite these, half of you liked them and half of you hated them. Matilda's desperate for some crumbs, which you won't find really in this kitchen. So, I then steam, put some water in a pan, and I will steam this spinach. Now, if I have more time, I do a before and after. So we'll turn this off here, George. So this, this is the spinach. Ow! which I just pour boiling water over. Actually, I've decided not to steam. And that goes on there. I'm getting hysterical. And note the light. I don't actually know what this light is going to do. And that is, I'm getting hysterical. This is how you will find me most evenings eating, and I love it. Simple, healthy, and Matilda desperate for a few crumbs. Bon appetit. So I am back in Soho. It's always nice to come into Soho in the evening. I'm here because I'm here for a screening for a film called 1917 that's released. It'll be released by the time you see this, and I quite like it because you come to these screenings. I'm at the screenings at the Soho Hotel, and I get to see the film before it comes out, and then I get to talk to the actors. So yes, hopefully I've got the right venue. I love walking into Soho from where I live. It's fantastic, and it's a really warm night.
Straight down.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Are you a journalist? I write. Yeah, you write reviews for films. So this has already had, what, 2 Golden Globes already? So it's won awards already.
Yeah,
so,
but that doesn't influence me.
Oh, well, I feel a bit... Well, that was an extraordinary film. I don't know whether I'd recommend it unless you're feeling strong enough to deal with the First World War. Incredibly emotional film. Oh God, well, there we go. Directed by Sam Mendes. It's out on general release now. It's already won 2 Golden Globes. Probably win a lot more awards. And yeah, do I recommend it? Well, if you like war films, basically. It makes me full of despair about war, and also my granddad served in the First World War, and I remember the gaiters he wore. I remember seeing them as a child. It's extraordinary. They were all wearing these gaiters. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I feel a bit, I feel so blown away by it. So anyway, would I recommend it? If you like films about the First World War and you're strong enough to take it, it's incredibly emotional. And it makes you realise how futile war is. That's easy for me to say, isn't it? Wandering down Soho in 2020. Anyway, I'm going to go back and I'm going to have a hot bath and see Matilda and probably watch Netflix. So the 2 actors from the film I went to see last night are here, and I'm about to interview them from 1917. They've allowed me to do this. I won't be actually filming the whole interview, just their arrival. Oh yes, Marley shoes, pleated skirt, Bella Freud sweater. Come on through.
I said it smells lovely in here, and then I realised it's your perfume.
It's my, see? It works every single time. That is it from me this week. Thank you for all of you who actually leave a comment, because I try and answer every single comment. I really do recommend that movie, 1917, and those young actors were fantastic. If you've been to see it and you want to review it underneath this vlog, please do so. Also, my latest podcast series, Dogs in the City, the 3rd series is out now. Do catch up with it, iTunes, BBC Sounds, I'll leave a link for that as well. And yeah, hopefully 2020 is going okay, is it? Oh, it's a bit bumpy already, isn't it? But never mind. As I say, we're all in it together. So I'll see you next Sunday at 10. Have a great week. Bye.